Hello everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 8th house posited in the 3rd house in the natal horoscope. Well, as most of you know, the 8th house governs taxes, sex, death, transformation, regeneration, occult, astrology matters, inheritances, others' resources, and the 3rd house is connected with communications, siblings, short journeys, early education, and just communications in general. Anyway, firstly, I think one obvious interpretation in this is that you could look at, transformations, regeneration can impact communications with others. Could be something where this person, reinvents himself or herself from time to time, winds up changing jobs and thus impacting, communication. They go to a different location or something, have less communication with people they lived in that neighborhood previously. Also could be where a sexual partner could impact their communications with others. It could be something where on the negative side, if they have a sexual partner that is somewhat, domineering and possessive, it could be someone that somewhat limits, this person, to some degree as far as communicating with other people. Or, the antithesis could be true, and the sexual partner might be somebody that introduces this person to more friends, more people, acquaintances, and thus expands the social circle for this person. This could be a person that where inheritances, legacies, could impact the relationship with brothers and sisters, siblings. Could be something where on one side, if there's a lofty inheritance, or something, or if the inheritance is dispersed evenly among people, it might bring brothers and sisters, closer together. Or the opposite can be true if the amount of money, for example, is not dispersed evenly or fairly in a lot of people's minds. It could, maybe create animosity and tension between the siblings, and therefore, it could impact this person's relations with, relationships with their siblings. Another thing is that things of an occult, astrological, metaphysical nature might be things that are communicated and conveyed in regular conversation. This could be somebody that studies, if the person studies astrology, extensively. It could be somebody that is enamored with the subject, for example, and then likes to talk about it, with other people. And could be something that this person might like to write about. Things that are connected, with life and death situations. Might be something this person has an interest in talking about. Things of, occult horror. Horror subjects might be something that this person likes to become learned at, something that this person likes to talk about. This could be something where we can look at the 8th house as others' resources, and the other person's resources perhaps has some, I guess we could say, could have impact on, I guess maybe, is what the person, might talk about, might bring up in conversation with others. It might be something that is, that this person may even, choose to, incorporate into some kind of writings or something. This could be something where, another's resources maybe could impact other things, possibly related to the 3rd house, such as communication. The person, the other person's resources, say a sexual partner, for example. Say obviously if they have a number of communication devices, such as things, being able to, having a computer, being able to go on the internet and, talk with people, in chat rooms or what have you. That could be an example, of, how this person, how someone else's, resources might impact, this person's communication with others. This could also be something where, I guess we can look at, eighth house is associated with death, and this could be something where, this kind of subject might be injected into, conversation, and, fairly consistently at least, and might, this person might seem somewhat morbid or morose when as far as their communication goes, from time to time. So, this is something where a person might talk about, things of that nature, possibly might have an interest in talking about reincarnation, would be another example. What happens, talking about, what this person thinks, what happens after we die, and so on and so forth. So anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the 8th house, posited in the 3rd house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 8th house and the 4th house in the natal chart. 2 things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.